Do you know what Disney bounding is? Disney bounding, if you're not familiar with it, is dressing up as a Disney character, but with like street clothes. And the reason people started doing it is because you're not allowed to cosplay in the Disney parks, but people still wanted to dress up as their favorite characters. So they would put together outfits that were like the character, but not. I guess it's like an if you know, you know sort of situation, which I really like. I like to represent things that I like, but more stealthily. If you've ever been to Box Lunch, I love that store. But a lot of the like wearable merch is too on the nose. It's too much of like, I'm not gonna wear a sweatshirt with Howl's face on it. I don't want a backpack shaped like Mickey Mouse or something. Like I've seen some that are really good. Like they have the Loungefly backpacks that are like, they're like Pokemon, but if you're not looking too closely, it looks like just like a really cute floral pattern. But if you really look, you'll see the Pokemon. That's what I'm into. Like I am into the like, if you know, you know, but if you don't, it still looks cute and stylish. So that's what I want to try to do. Hey. Stop it. I want to make clothing pieces that represent those characters, but that I would actually wear as an outfit. I'm going to start with Howl because I love Howl and he's like the heartthrob of Ghibli. Basically, my idea for Howl is to take his like fancy diamond patterned jacket and turn it into a corset. Okay, I'm taking a really long time to explain this. Basically, the gist of this project is going to be a corset for Howl's jacket, a flouncy shirt, and pair it all with my black skirt that looks like his slacks. So that is the very short version of my extremely long rambling here. So the plan is to patchwork these, and I'm going to do the diamond pattern with these two fabrics, and I've got some ideas on how to like make this into a corset with like some darting and things, but still have that like diamond patchwork not be interrupted. I might design my own blouse, but I still have no idea like what design that would be, so we'll see. I'm gonna make like a mock-up to get it fitted right. I'm gonna stop talking and we're gonna actually like do this. So I have this pattern. What I think I'm gonna do is use the pattern for the top, but then modify it. That's like the main idea. I guess I am realizing that this is a completely different shape than this, but I really think I can figure this out. I'm gonna use my pattern and then I'm gonna use that to draft the new shape that I want. I like that. Let's do that. I'm gonna sew these together and then we'll start the like fun part. This is what we've got. It was bigger than this and I like double cinched it in. I am going to cut this and then figure out from there. I cut up the front, cinched in a few more of the seams. This I think is about perfect. And then I gotta like get this to shape correctly because we're having like a little Madonna moment. The heck? It's like standing straight up. What? This is amazing. Look how much is left here. Okay, I'm gonna seam that up. That is so much better. I'm gonna move on to starting to like get this in the shape that we actually want it in. So to get the pattern pieces, I literally just drew the shape that I thought we needed, and then I cut the pieces out. Of course, I stopped to do something else, and I think I'm happy with this. So I thought that I could just start in the middle back and like draw my pattern all the way around, but it turns out that the human body is not just shaped like a straight tube. And if you do that, then your pattern will skew as you're drawing it around and then it won't look straight. So here is me learning that. So what I ended up doing was shifting my pattern from all the way into the back and starting on the sides, and I just marked it up where I thought it would be the straightest. I also realized that the back is just gonna be black anyway. I don't need the pattern to start all the way around, so yeah. After that, I just cut out a ton of diamonds and we're gonna get going on this. I have these grouped out, and the pattern pieces are underneath this. I have ironed this one. It's ready to be pieced together the other way. Today, I am going to finish patchworking all of these. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I've got this first one. It doesn't line up the way I thought it would. Do you see how, like, this is off? And then this one, I don't have enough seam allowance, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. That's weird. I don't know how the math works on that, but I clearly don't have a good enough understanding of this shape. I don't know yet, so we'll figure that out. I think I'm gonna have to do more mental gymnastics. It's not lining up right. I don't know how to fix this.
So remember, just a little ear hanging over on each side. You're just gonna sew down. See how these lay really nice like that, and they stay with your 1/4 of an inch. One doesn't slide up or down. You don't have to hide anything in your seam. And so just remember.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna undo all of these and shift them down so that I don't have this going on. I think this is what's messing me up, but I will. It's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Okay, I have learned a thing. When you're sewing triangles of any sort, I have just learned that you want the corner to stick up as equal as possible to your seam allowance. So I have sewed these slightly off and it lines them up perfectly on the edges, and that was the issue. So we're gonna fix this. That worked, and I had to stagger it on this seam as well. I still haven't unpicked any of that, so gonna do that. Well, we'll see you then. I mean, why not, right? Okay, so I have a confession. I have no idea how to match this up. It took me getting this far to like realize that I'm really not sure if I can even match this up. Like, I don't know if the shapes are even possible. So I've got these pieces. Plan is cut this piece out and then we will see if we can match the pattern. Nope. See, look at that. There's a mirrored. That one sort of matches up. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get this actually matched up. The problem is right in here when it curves. It's just the like geometry of this is just not really gonna work out. I think at this point I'm just gonna go rogue and I'm gonna wing it all. Boobs are stupid. Let me just say that. Boobs are dumb. Okay, in general, never mind. I'm not gonna go on this tangent. This is not where I wanna go with this. Anyway, let's just, see, like that looks pretty straight. I'm gonna try that. This is what I'm gonna try. I really think, like looking at this now, it gives me hope and I think that this will work. Break. I took my old pattern pieces and I kind of like tweaked them to be what I thought looked like more of a vest shape, and it worked. So here we are. I'm not mad at this. Okay, so what I'm thinking, I guess I probably need to do a dart. I'm gonna need to do a dart. That's not bad. Huh? That's not bad. I'm feeling better about this. Okay. What do we do now? I gotta draft my new shape. Here are our pattern pieces. Here they are. This is the front, this is the back. I'm gonna cut this on the fold. I'm gonna turn it upside down and we're gonna pin it real quick and see what happens. You know, I'm not mad at that. I'm really not. If the front is pretty good and then it kind of does this at the side, I think that's okay. Hello. It's been a whole weekend since I've talked to you. I am almost done piecing back together my fabric. I'm pretty excited. So today I am hoping to get to actually making the thing. I have hope Things always take longer than I think they're going to, so we'll see where I get, see how far I get. But I really think I just need to piece it together and then we can cut out shapes and go for it. So finally, it's not perfect, which is fine. Like, I don't think it looks bad. It's just there are some diamonds that just don't line up quite exactly right. But it's okay, not bad. So if you're not paying attention to it, don't pay attention to it. Just forget that I even told you that. Who's gonna know? How would they know? Look at this little baby. Little baby! She loves this little carpet square that I use as my ironing board. I wonder if you can hear her purr. Can I move you? I'm gonna upset you and I'm sorry and I don't want to, but I know. Okay, thank you. That's pretty satisfying. You'll have to ignore the cat hair. It's kind of like a lifestyle choice at this point. I'll get it off later. Ooh, I am so excited to be finally cutting out the official pattern pieces. This took so long. So I cut out the front and the back, and then I just started stitching it all together, which was pretty straightforward. Here's our two pieces. This I'm pretty happy with. I know it's, you know, it gets kind of funky back here, but this will be like under my arm mostly. And I think the most important part is just having this part pretty good. I am very happy with this. I stitched the lining and the outside of the vest together, and then it was time to turn it inside out. Hi girly, can I have this spot? Thank you. Turning this inside out is gonna be really interesting. It's like really thick. I don't know how to do this. It was pretty challenging, but I just kind of shoved it until it did what I wanted it to do. Yeah. I think I want to do like a little taper here. You guys, look at this. I top stitched all the way around it. I need to figure out how I want to sew these. I don't know yet. I'm gonna figure it out. Chase was super nice and he helped me pin all of the pieces in place, and then I basically just shoved one end into the other until they matched up, and I just kind of trimmed things that felt right and folded others. It was kind of a, it wasn't like super scientific, but it worked. I just realized how, like, that lines up. I'm so proud. I'll probably do a gold lace up. I think that's what we'll do. This part's done, and it's honestly, it's better than I thought it would be. Hello! I'm wearing the same shirt as yesterday. Don't judge me. We are at the point where I need to go to the store. I have a plan for this fabric. I'm gonna make just like a really, really simple, flowy shirt. I have some elastic, but I need a little bit more elastic for it, so we're gonna go get that. I'm gonna go get the little like grommet eyelet things for this. What else? Oh, and I wanna get maybe a gold thing, probably gold, I think, because Howl's jacket has like a gold trim. Whoa. Okay, we're back. This is what I got. Got some more elastic. I got like a nice ribbon, and then I found this, and I really felt like Howl would wear this. Fancy pants, decorative trim. See which one we like. Let's do it. Laying these out was a little tricky just because I don't want any grommets on like my seams, because I don't think we want that. So I measured and marked where my eyelets were going, and then I started the hole with my little seam ripper, and then I attempted to cut out the bulk with my tiny scissors. This is gonna take a little while. I'm basically cutting through like 4 layers of fabric right now. I tried to squish down some of the bulk with my needle nose pliers, and then I even hammered a little bit down, which actually did help a lot. And I fray checked all the holes just to make sure that there's no loose ends that try to pop out later. Not too bad. I kind of wish it came with a cover for both sides. Like my bigger ones have a cover for both sides. So I just got done with the fourth one and I got really excited because I thought, oh, I'm done. No, I really totally forgot I had the other side to do, but we're halfway. Pretty good, right? It is done. We did it. Also, I'm low-key proud that this like matches up. Look at that. I think I just like the fancy pants one. Okay, it's shirt time. I'm gonna keep this really, really simple. And I have like a very basic plan, but I still haven't worked out all the details. So we're just gonna kind of make it up as we go. So then the plan, literally, I'm just gonna make a tube. So I basically just measured elastic around my body parts, where, you know, and made it make sense. And then I sewed a channel for the elastic around the top. I've got this all channeled out. So I just did 2 little seams. I'm just gonna run this elastic through. I might just straight up look like a curtain. Woo! I feel like a curtain. More specifically, I feel like a shower curtain. I really think I'll probably just do the same thing at the bottom. Yep, that's what I did. Is this what we meant to do? It's not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting, but I look ridiculous. The thing is, it's gonna be underneath. Like, this is all gonna be under. I think we're gonna rock it. I do. I think we're gonna go with it. This is like the laziest shirt I've ever made. What would happen if I cut this shape and then seamed this side and elasticed this side? Like, what would that look like? Can I simulate that here? We get like a clamshell thing. I think that's what we're gonna do. So I folded my fabric in half and then I pinned it to just to like make sure that it was lined up. And then basically I just cut out both shapes and I pressed it so that it would lay flat while I was sewing it and make it a lot easier to make the channel. Oh, I'm happy with that. What is this called? Like the thing that I did where I like cut the curve and then I did the, like this bottom part is the straight edge and then this top part where I've gathered it as the curve and it makes this shape. Like, does anybody know what that's called? Because I know I didn't make that up. We have unintended consequence. Look at this. That's gonna need to be fixed. I need a better solution for the bottom here. Does it even need the elastic at the bottom? I just like cut this to be like, you know, here. I'm gonna make these improvements. It literally never is as simple as you think it's gonna be, is it? I just wanted to make a tube.
Is it because it smells like me that you just always want to lay on this? You silly girl. Yeah.
It's a new day and I have an idea for how to fix this shirt. What I'm thinking is I'm going to cut this bottom elastic off. I'm just gonna cut it off because I don't need the length. And then I think what I'm gonna do is taper seams down like evenly around it to get it to be less bulky down here. Let's do that. Snip, 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 snip. I already like the way that feels. It's like so much better. I just decided where I wanted the tapers. I added like 6 of them and then I cut it to be the length that it needed to be to just fit underneath. And that was it. I hemmed it up and we were done. So I think this was a success. I definitely like it. I think my favorite thing about this is the patchwork, just because it was such a technical thing for me. I've done some patchwork, but just like, you know, squares, which you don't have to like think about lining them up in a special way. So that was definitely something I learned. This is very comfortable, and I do think I'll wear this. I probably should find like a, you know, a Howl-esque like flouncy shirt. I'll probably do that for, you know, like the fall, but right now it is summer and it is really hot outside. Hence these little floofy things, because no, it's hot. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye. I'm looking right into my neighbor's window.